It's the Slapz.
We gon' hit you with
And Trapz radio podcast.
Let's get it.
Powered by the Slap God, C. Austin, the DJ.
Shout out Tupac, loyal to the game.
Yeah, on the Above the Rim soundtrack.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, man. How did that come about? I know you wasn't on it, but still, just being
Loyal to the Game
group.
was originally a DBG record. And I think when Pac heard it, he said, I want to be on that track. Because DBG'Z was supposed to be on the Above the Rim soundtrack because Louis Burrell was the executive producer of it. So, of course, his street rap group was going to be on it. But when Pac heard Loyal to the Game, he was like, I want to be on it. And Treach happened to be with him. And it was like, yeah, we both jump on that. And so we did the political move. We was like, really, you do your verse, and we'll let Pac and Treach take our verses. Because it was all about winning at that time. You got to learn when to give and when to stand on business and stand your ground. And to me, it was a power move, a political move. Like, we let these two on here, that's going to give DBG'Z even more exposure. So, yeah, but Pac was a dude to come in the studio cracking jokes, but when he got behind that booth, he handled his business, and then he'd be like, all right, give me my check, and he'd be out.
That's what's up, man. Now, Fingerz, man, you know how this business got its ups and it got its downs, you know what I'm saying? So eventually, when you're dealing with groups, you know it's going to be some type of tension. You mentioned several times in this interview already that you bump heads with Rilla, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't mind me asking, and if you do, I'll edit it out of the interview just out of respect for all of y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really want to talk about so much as what went wrong with the group. What I want to know, like, is where the shit go wrong, like, business-wise, as far as with the label, you know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't we get, like, a follow-up album for DBG, you know what I'm saying?
What?
To where, and you know what I'm saying? What happened with that whole situation? Did anything happen, or did y'all just be like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
I think what happened is everything started happening all at once. Hammer filed bankruptcy, which means he had to start closing down shit. So that means all the artists who was used to staying out in California where Hammer was getting sent on. Around that same time, I had to answer for my case. So I ended up I went to jail. I pled guilty for possession. And I went to prison. And when I went to prison, everybody was kind of like scattered. Snipe went back to Detroit. Riddler went to Chicago, started working with this group called Crucial Conflict. And then he wanted out of his contract.
Smoking on Hey Crucial Conflict?
Yep. Matter of fact, he worked on writing with them for that song and all of that stuff. So while Riddler doing his thing over there, Snipe is wherever he at, and I'm in prison, and everything else, the money is gone because of bankruptcies and this and that. I think that was pretty much the real reason why DBG'Z didn't have a second album, because everything that happened at once. When I got out of prison, it wasn't like I went back to the studio and I went back out to California. I went back to Detroit.
Right.
And I had a baby. It's, things that
shit
changed.
Real shit changed.
So
life is life.
And it kind of went that way. I think what happened is Riddler got released from his contract and he was signed to Def Jam as a solo artist. And me and Snipe was kind of just like out in the we wasn't, because it wasn't no more busted records. Everything kind of was like
everything folded with the bankruptcy.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened. It wasn't like we had no falling out and it was like, fuck you, nigga, fuck no.
And that's what I wanted to know, which is important, because, sometimes shit don't always be groups falling out. It can just be something went wrong as a business move. You know what I'm saying? So, all my Detroit niggas, man, they did not break up. You heard it from Fingerz himself. All right?
No.
They did not break up. So, That's good to know, man.
It's the Slapz.
We gon' hit you with
And Trapz Radio Podcast.
Let's get it.
Powered by the Slap God, C. Austin, the DJ.